Hello and welcome to Val's Crafty Creations. Thanks so much for stopping by today. In this video, I will be sharing with you the first March swap for the Crazy Crafty Ladies Facebook swap group. But before I share with you the swap that I joined, I wanted to wrap up a couple items from February. I ended up winning one of the weekend game prizes. Before I share that with you, some exciting news. At the end of the February video, I shared that Rhonda had sent me this diamond art kit. I was able to complete it in the 4 weeks. Enjoyed spending 1 to 2, maybe 3 hours at a time on it. It ended up being over 11,000 diamonds. There was 22 colors. And I took the organizing tray that Rhonda gifted me and I packaged up all of the drills into their own individual bags. At first I started with number 1 and number 2 in the lower corner, and then I found myself opening more and more of the packages. And as I did, I put a little check by the number, and this tray that Rhonda gifted me was perfect. When I first opened her package, I didn't really realize what it was all about, but then I saw that they were all individual containers with the larger container, so that worked out really great. Then I also used this tray that she gifted me in order to fill my bags. Since I'm so new to the diamond art painting, I just experimented with different ways that I wanted to go about it. Just one color at a time or a couple colors at a time. That was so very exciting once I got that all done. And now I'm going to need to find a frame. And then the next thing is this weekend game prize from Karyn. And this just recently arrived, so I took kind of a peek. I saw it was a little stack of items here, which that is very generous of her. Almost forgot. Let's see. Wanted us to guess what was the first item that she accomplished when she started doing her errands. And I said car wash. The actual answer was haircut. And I almost said haircut. So it turned out that it was just a random winner. Fun to win the games. So this is what I received. It says, to Valerie from Karyn, Crazy Crafty Ladies, Game 1 winner, smiley face, God bless you. That's nice. And a little magazine cutout there. And I couldn't believe it. How did she know that I really wanted some more of the Dollar Tree wax seals? And in the pink color. And this one is the pack that has the hearts, the fleur-de-lis, the crowns, and all of the different pink colors, light, medium, and dark, and kind of a even darker color. And I don't believe I have this color of jimmies, so really nice tealy blue color, very handy to have in my stash. And a stamp set. We've got leaves and loves and flower and splatters. 21 pieces. It's a memento stamp set. That's going to be a lot of fun to use. Thank you very much, Karyn. I very much appreciate the awesome game prize. Now let's move on to March. I decided I didn't do the die cut swap. The theme was Easter. And when Donna was selling this little Easter basket die set, I knew I had to purchase it for this purpose, and I just happened to be going through my stash and I found these 2 pieces of ephemera. This one here had the Easter basket on it. I was thinking about how I was going to do the die cuts. I thought, okay, I'll just do them in white. Then I looked in my stash and I was running low on my white paper, so I decided I was going to do it in the Kraft paper. Since I decided on using Kraft paper, I grabbed a couple of sheets and I grabbed the die and then I laid it out and I got trying to figure out how I could get the most out of my paper and be able to get the number of die cuts that I needed. So I decided that if I cut the paper basically in 3 strips, I would get 9 per sheet of paper, 18. So here we are. You end up with this little interior portion. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with that. When I first thought about doing them out of white, I thought, well, that's perfect, because then I can just cut the bow out of there and I really conserve on the paper. But then, since I had decided that I was going to do the bow out of the pink paper, I had to look in my Michael's paper bin where I have my 12 by 12 papers, pastel solids paper pack, and I decided on this pink one. So I proceeded to cut that into strips, and I got the first 4, and I have a section left over that I can save for something else. This worked out to where I was able to get 6 bows per strip. There I have my 18 bows, and this is how that turned out. They're all here. The only problem with this particular die is it doesn't have a little center for the bow. So with the little paper that I had left over, use this little circle punch. Was able to get plenty. Those are all glued up, ready to go. And I wanted to kind of experiment, so I glued one together. And I really like how that looks. I really couldn't decide if I wanted it at the top or down on the side, like I did with the white one. I am going to clear my supplies all out of the way here, sit down and get these all glued up and ready to go off the barb. Put this over here. So that was a lot of fun putting that all together. Since I have extra paper and a little bit more time, I will put together just a couple extras so that I can submit 20. At the end there will be a photo. See them all put together. So over here I have some fun stickers to decorate the mailing envelope, and the polka dot washi tape that came in my Christmas swap. Since I like to put the die cuts in a plastic bag, I just grabbed one of the super cute Easter ones with the bunny next to the basket. And then I have my 2 envelopes, so I'll go ahead and address one back to myself, and then 1 to Barb, and 4 postage stamps. So all that's set and ready. I hope the ladies really enjoy their little Easter baskets. It's going to be fun to see what kind of die cuts to get back, and I just thought that I would do the one this month. Now we wait a couple of weeks to get those back. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything that I shared today. So then next up, was able to join in on a second swap for the month of March, and that is going to be Easter embellishments made with scraps in our stash. Found my Echo Park Easter collection. That wraps up the first video. Alright, thanks again for stopping by today. You take care, and we'll see you again soon.